I never understood why a person smiles when it hurts, until life pushed me into places where smiling was the only thing left that didn't break. I remember standing in moments where everything felt too heavy for my bones, too loud for my mind, people too sharp for my heart. And still I smiled, not because I was strong, not because I was fearless, but because sometimes a smile is the last wall we build before the world sees the cracks we're terrified to show. Have you ever felt that? That silent battle where no one sees your war, but everyone sees your face. That kind of pain that doesn't shout, it whispers. Whispers doubts, fears, you're not enough. Whispers, you're losing. Whispers, give up. I know that whisper. I heard it for years. Bull. There were days I woke up and felt like a shadow of myself. Days when people around me laughed. But inside me there was nothing but noise. The noise of expectations. The noise of failures I tried to hide. The noise of people telling me who I should be, while I barely understood who I was. And yes, I smiled. A tight smile. A forced smile. A survival smile. Because sometimes smiling feels easier than explaining a storm. People think smiling when you're hurting is madness. Maybe it is, people. But sometimes madness is just another word for fighting back in a world that keeps pushing you down. I remember the night everything felt like it was collapsing. I sat alone, no audience, no applause. No masks, just me. And for the first time, I didn't have the strength to pretend. I felt lost, invisible, drained by trying to be okay all the time. And I asked myself, why do I keep smiling when it hurts? Why do I keep pretending? People. The answer hit me like a quiet thunder inside my chest. Because the smile wasn't for the world. It was for me. It was my reminder that even if life bent me, it hadn't broken me. It was my way of saying, I'm still here. I'm still fighting. I'm still breathing. That moment changed everything. I realized the smile wasn't a mask. It was a declaration, a rebellion. A tiny spark in the darkness saying, this isn't over. A promise to myself that pain would not control the pen that writes my story. And that was my turning point. I stopped looking at struggles like punishments. I started seeing them as chapters. Lessons. These civilized people. Proof that I was still moving, still evolving, still capable of more. Pain didn't make me weak. Pain introduced me to myself. Pain forced me to dig deeper than I ever thought possible. And somehow, in the middle of all that chaos, I found strength I never knew I had. Funny, isn't it? We spend so much time running from the dark parts of our story. But those are the parts that shape us the most. Those are the parts that sharpen our edges, protect our heart, and teach us how to stand when standing feels impossible. Every time I fell, I learned. Every time I broke, I rebuilt. Every time I cried, I cleared room for something new. And every time I smiled through it, I proved that pain could bend, but not destroy me. You know what the smile really means? It means you didn't defeat me. It means I'm still alive. It means watch me rise. Because rising isn't loud. Rising isn't glamorous. Rising is quiet, slow, messy, and painful. But that's what makes it powerful. Some people think the smile is insanity. No, the smile is strategy. It's courage disguised as calm. It's bravery disguised as humor. It's healing disguised as chaos. And if you're listening to me right now, I know you've worn that smile too. That "I'm fine" smile. That "I'll handle it" smile. That "I'm stronger than you think" smile. You don't smile because you're weak. You smile because despite everything, you refuse to give up. You refuse to let the world see you collapse. You refuse to let the pain silence your voice. You refuse to let fear decide your future. And then that makes you unstoppable. Let me tell you something that took me years to understand. The world doesn't get to choose your story. Pain doesn't get to control your ending. Fear doesn't get to own your next chapter. You do. You are the writer. You are the fighter. You are the architect of the comeback no one sees coming. And maybe your smile right now is shaky. Maybe it trembles. Maybe it hides more than you want to admit, but it still counts. It still matters. It still shows you haven't surrendered. And that is enough to change everything. So if you're hurting, smile, not to hide, not to pretend, but to remind yourself, I'm still here. I still have power. I still have fire. I still choose to fight. Because one day, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day, you'll wake up and realize the pain that once made you hide actually built the strength you needed to rise. One day you'll look back and say, that was the moment everything changed. That was the battle that made me who I am. That was the reason I became unstoppable. So keep going, keep breathing, keep standing, keep smiling. Not because life is perfect, the hest of people, because you are stronger than everything trying to break you. A smile in pain is not a mask. It's a message. The message is simple. The message is powerful. The message is yours. I will rise. I will grow, will fight. I will win. Now go. Not tomorrow, not later, now. Stand up, step forward. Take control. Write your story, claim your life, and smile, because your comeback starts today.